What if the military deployed 1 million nanodrones? Insect-sized surveillance robots capable of watching your every move. What kind of missions would they perform? Would it make the world safer? Or start a dystopian nightmare? This is What If, and here's what would happen if the military deployed 1 million nanodrones.
Imagine a missile that doesn't explode on impact. Instead, it cracks open mid-air and releases a swarm of nanobots. Tiny machines, smaller than a grain of sand, that infiltrate bunkers, fry electronics, and turn enemy defenses inside out. It sounds like nightmare science fiction, but defense labs are already exploring it. What Nanobot swarm missiles? Our traditional missiles rely on blunt force, high explosives, shrapnel, or kinetic energy. Nanobot swarm missiles flip the script. Instead of one big blast, they deliver millions of microscopic machines designed to eat away at materials, jam communication networks, disable vehicles or power grids from the inside. It's like unleashing a plague, engineered for war. The science behind Nanobot's nanotechnology isn't fantasy anymore. Researchers have already built nanoscale robots that can swim through blood vessels to deliver medicine, assemble simple structures atom by atom, react to light, magnetism, or chemical signals. Most are still in labs. But the proof of concept exists. Machines smaller than dust, able to act in coordinated swarms. Now picture those same breakthroughs militarized. How a nanobot missile might work. Here's the terrifying scenario: a missile launches like normal, guided by GPS or radar. Near the target, the warhead releases a cloud of nanobots instead of detonating. These nanobots, pre-programmed with objectives, infiltrate. Some chew through wiring, others lodge into vehicles. Some carry chemical payloads to incapacitate personnel. Within minutes, the target systems fail from the inside out, without a single explosion. Military interest and prototypes defense agencies have already voiced interest in nanoswarms. DARPA has funded research into programmable matter and distributed autonomous systems. The Chinese military has published papers hinting at nanoweaponization. And universities are experimenting with nanobots capable of collective motion. Like schools of fish, but microscopic. While no nation admits to having a functioning nanobot missile, the race is on. The strategic advantages. Why would militaries chase such a terrifying weapon? Because nanobot swarms solve problems that missiles can't. Stealth. No explosion, no obvious attack. Just systems mysteriously failing. Persistence. Unlike shrapnel, nanobots can linger, sabotaging days or weeks after deployment. Scalability. A single missile could unleash millions of independent agents. Precision. Swarms could be coded to target only military electronics, or in darker scenarios, people. It's the perfect mix of surgical strike and total chaos. The challenges. Of course, the obstacles are enormous. Power. How do you keep nanobots running long enough to matter? Control. How do you command 1 million microscopic machines without chaos? Containment. Once released, what stops them from spreading beyond the battlefield? Right now, nanobots are still energy-hungry, fragile, and expensive. But as computing shrinks and AI coordination improves, these barriers could fall. The dangers and escalation. Nanobot swarm missiles aren't just another weapon. They're a paradigm shift. They blur the line between cyber warfare, biological warfare, and conventional arms. They could cripple civilian infrastructure as easily as military bases. And worst of all, they're hard to trace. If your power grid collapses, was it an accident? A cyber attack? or a cloud of invisible machines unleashed days ago? That uncertainty makes escalation almost inevitable. Nanobot swarm missiles remain on the drawing board. For now. But every major leap in weapons history was once just theory. Gunpowder, nuclear bombs, drones. If the next leap is invisible machines that turn fortresses to dust from the inside, the future of war won't just be destructive, it will be microscopic. This is Techrupt. Subscribe now before the smallest machines rewrite the biggest wars.